Trees. What is a life cycle? All living things have a life cycle. They are all born, they all grow bigger, and their bodies change. When they are fully grown, they have offspring of their own. In the end, all living things die. This is the life cycle. Tremendous trees. A tree is a type of plant. Trees have thick trunks and branches covered in leaves. Trees also have roots which grow down into the ground and take in nutrients from the soil. Trees need water and carbon dioxide to live. They release oxygen which humans and animals need to breathe. Trees also need sunlight to make food. Superseeds. New trees are grown from seeds. Seeds need water to grow. They do not need food. They have their own food store inside them. Inside each seed there is a tiny embryo, a baby tree. The embryo has tiny leaves. Some trees spread their seeds on the wind. Some seeds are spread by animals and birds. Springy sprouts. The seed senses if there is enough sunlight for it to grow. If there is, the seed takes water in from the ground until it bursts, and the embryo starts to grow. When this happens, a special root called a radicle will appear and grow down into the soil. Then the embryo will start to grow upwards, forming a tiny tree. This is called a sprout. Spectacular saplings. As the sprout grows, it forms a trunk which holds the tree up. It also grows deeper roots to hold the tree in the ground. At 1 metre tall, the sprout is called a sapling. Saplings are still small and their trunks are quite soft. They can freeze, run out of water, be trampled on, or eaten by wildlife. Terrific trees. Fully grown trees are called mature trees. They will usually grow very tall and spread out lots of roots and branches. Once a tree is mature, it will make its own seeds. These will look the same as the seed that made the tree. Life as a tree. All trees need water, sunlight and nutrients from the soil to make food and keep growing. Trees need the right sort of weather too. Evergreen trees are trees with leaves that stay green all year round. Deciduous trees have leaves that turn brown, golden or red in the autumn and fall off. Fun facts about trees. Tree trunks have rings. If you count the rings, you can tell how old a tree is. There are more than 60,000 different types of tree. Bonsai trees are special Japanese trees that are grown to be tiny. Some trees can live for thousands of years. A Great Basin bristlecone pine in the USA is known to be over 5,000 years old. Antarctica is the only continent in the world with no trees. The end of life as a tree. Most trees will never die of old age. As long as they have the right conditions, they will keep on growing. Trees die because of drought, flooding or disease, or because they are eaten or chopped down. A tree that has died but still stands is called a snag. Sometimes the snag will rot and break down, returning its nutrients to the ground, ready for new life to grow. The life cycle. Trees have a complete life cycle. This means their life cycle has separate stages. All the stages are different. Seed to sprout to sapling, mature tree, snag. The seed germinates and becomes a sprout. The sprout grows, forms a trunk and becomes a mature tree. The mature tree produces seeds of its own.